How's it going? I'm Ryan, and today I'm going to go over the single trade that I took today on NQ, and also cover the trade that I took last Friday on NQ as well, since I didn't make a recap for that. Overall, two wins. Win last Friday morning, win this morning on Monday. We have the Apex challenge accounts both sitting over $3,000 in profit, so we passed the challenge accounts today. We'll activate those and have PAs tomorrow to group trade. But let's get into it. Let's talk first. We'll go over Friday's trade, and then I'll go over today's trade. It'll be pretty quick. So we're looking at the hourly time frame here. Things are a little off because the contract changed, but bear with me. So this was last Friday's session. We had a downtrend. Then we kind of formed a series of higher highs, higher lows, broke that, and then started to trend back up. These levels are all derived from volume profile. I'm looking at the volume profile for the overnight and daily sessions. I'm marking high volume nodes, especially when they line up across multiple sessions. I'm looking at where there's high liquidity, and I'm looking at moves kind of in between these levels. So that's where those come from. I'm not going to go over every single one, but if we take a look at where we were on Friday, this is Friday, right in here, huh? So on Friday, I took a long. Reason being is that we had broken above a key level, and then we're kind of pulling back into it. This is a little off. Like I said, these contracts just started today, so the price action's a little off, but the general idea is still there. What we had was a break above one of these zones, a break above, a pullback, and then I just entered a long in the morning looking to take profit at the pre-market high. So I caught a 50-point move. I did take it with smaller size, so I took it with three contracts times, it was 52 points, made $312 or $313, I believe, on both accounts Friday. So that was really quick. It was in the first 4 minutes of the day. It does go a little bit against my rule of waiting for a single 5-minute or a 5-minute candle to close for confirmation. But I was watching the 1 minute, and the reaction that we were getting out of an area of support that I was looking for kind of keyed me into to enter. So I had 25 points of risk on this trade, and I had a 52-point take profit, so about right around that 2-to-1 where I love to be. That was Friday's trade. Like I said, it was really quick. It was just a long in the open, and the reason being is that we had broken above one of these key levels, and we were pulling back into it and holding it on 5-minute, 1 minute. So that's just a quick recap of Friday's trade, since I didn't make a video last Friday. But let's take a look at today and see how I traded this. So today's setup coming into the day was almost the exact same as last Friday, and my plan was to long this. But as I've mentioned in this video, we had new contracts come out this morning. So I was actually busy this morning updating my contracts, and I missed the long opportunity. But this is essentially the exact same trade I took Friday that I was looking to take today. So same thing, right? We can see we have some resistance. We have a zone in here. We break above it. We're pulling back into it. On the hourly time frame, we're making higher highs, higher lows, so things are bullish on a higher time frame coming into the day. If we're looking at the 5-minute, obviously we can see that we've been trending up. We recently broke this area of resistance where we rejected once, twice, get a strong breakthrough on that news candle, and then we're pulling back into this area. Right before the market opens, we get that confirmation, right? We get this nice hammer holding this area that we'd expect to act as support. In which case the idea would have been to long somewhere in here, put the stop loss at a break below this zone. So you could enter 9, let's say 910 or so in the open of this candle, and put a stop down here around like 990, 20-point stop. You could take profit at the next zone. You could take profit at pre-market high. Today I only needed less than $400 profit, so I took 40-point take profit today, because there's no point in me making more than 3,000 on these challenge accounts. I don't get anything additional once I pass that threshold. So today's win was a little smaller, and I mean $420, nice, isn't small. I'm happy with that. But when we look at kind of our zones and where I'd normally be looking to take profits, it was a smaller move just because that's all that I needed. And like I said, there's no benefit for me making more than that $3,000 profit target. So missed this trade, long-winded. I missed this trade this long. It worked out perfectly. We came up right up into this next zone where I would expect this to act as supply. So basically, I guess I trade supply and demand based off volume profile, high volume nodes. But what do we get? We get a price move up into this area. We get an attempted break to the upside and rejection. We get a close on the 5 minute, so I waited for that 5 minute to close. It closes weak. I'm looking at this 5 minute point of control. This is the bid-ask volume chart. It also shows where the point of control is, and that point of control is all the way up here at like 45. So we see that there's a lot of volume up here, kind of at the top of this resistance that we tried to break out from, couldn't, got pushed down. That to me indicates that there's some selling. And then from there, we're looking for an entry short. And like I said, I only needed 40 points. And this zone itself is pretty much 40 points if we go from top to bottom, just about 40 points exactly. So I figured even if we don't get a huge rejection, with the volatility that we've been having, if I can catch a short towards the top of this zone, even if we just pull back down to the bottom of it, it should be good enough. And that was kind of my idea. So like I said, got that close on the 5 minute. Everything's looking good for a potential short. Look to the 1 minute for my entry. What do we have? We break down. We start to push up and test the top of this zone again. That gives me a really nice risk to reward. I take a short at 28. I put my stop above high day at 59, so a 30 point stop. Excuse me, 31 point stop. And my take profit was exactly 40 points, or I think like 42 points or something. Like I said, a little less than 400 away from passing my accounts. So I was just looking for 5 contracts, 40 points. That's a nice $400. Boom, we got it. So pretty much immediately, no drawdown really. This trade worked out super nice. We closed lower. Now, if I was taking this without just trying to make $400 to pass this challenge, I probably would have put my take profit down towards this zone down here. And you see we ultimately hit it. We kind of chopped around, or at least bounced around for a while before coming down into this next area, this next high volume node. So maybe, you know, my stop up here, it never would have hit the stop. Everything would have been good. We actually never even got back up into my entry. So I guess we got kind of close here. But point being that normally I would have aimed for a little bit bigger move. I would have looked for a rotation from this zone back down to this one, which we did get eventually. And that looks like over 100 point move, 110 points actually. If we look at entry at 28, top of this zone is 918, 919. So yeah, it's a 110 point move. Had we captured that whole thing, I don't necessarily need that. I'd be happy with 60, 70, 80 points. You know, that's plenty. So that's it. Just one and done trade this morning. Really liking how these levels are playing out. You can see the rest of the day so far. It's still pretty early, but we have a pullback down into this zone. Once this one failed, broke back above, reclaimed this, moved back up. Now it looks like we're setting new highs. So we'll see if we break above and then pull back into this, and this could be used as support. You know, if we get a good break above and start to pull back. So I'm not trading anymore today. No reason to, but that could be something to look for. That's all I got. I appreciate you watching. I do stream live Monday through Friday, so if you want to stop by, please do. You're welcome, and we always appreciate people stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.